Hi, in this video about the robotic hand, I want to focus on moving two fingers together at the same time. And as I showed you the last time, I ended with this part, fingers 2 and 3 together, and it proved to be not quite as easy to get them to move together. Thinking about a real hand and how the fingers can easily be moved together, I ended up with two other blocks being 3 and 4 and 4 and 5. 4 and 5 being index finger and thumb, and then of course 3 and 4 being middle finger and index finger. So this is to complete the naturally easy moving fingers, but when I start this, so let me start the code. Now it's compressing air, and then when I try to get two fingers to move at the same time, it is quite difficult, because as you see here, whenever I press one of the fingers, it should in this case say 4 plus 5, and here 3 plus 4, and here 2 plus 3. Well, in the end, until now, I get 4, 5, 5, 3. While I try to press, see, now I have 4 plus 5 at the same time. 2 plus 3, and I noticed that one of the factors that make it difficult is that the switches are not exactly at the same height, which would make it much easier to press them at the same time. And now again I try to press 4 and 5 at the same time, and now I get it after several attempts. So in the next part of the video I will show how. So in this part of the video I can show you that although the fingers are set up in exactly the same way, you see when you see at a straight line that these fingers, although built in the same way, the switches are not in exactly the same height, and that may be caused by mounting of the cylinders. So if I and that may already be in the same or at the same height, and if they stay connected, that would be even better. And if I lift them, what would that say? Even that is not exactly the same. Let me put the camera in a better angle. So even now the switches don't look to be in exactly the same position. So I have to look more into that. In the meantime, now the switches look at exactly the same height, so they should make it easier to get the fingers moving at the same time as intended by the code. So let's start the code again. Okay, I think it's compressed by now. And it's still difficult. And now all connections are there. So even the slightest touch can move the finger, but even now at the same height it proves to be quite difficult to get them both moving. It does work. But even at the same height, you see it is quite a task. Anyway, it is nice to see it working, and maybe there's a easier solution. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and to be continued.